By the way, you can hear me, right?
Yep.
I can hear you.
Yes.
That's good.
The server's up, by the way, Sami. So feel free to log in whenever you can.
Goddamn bastard stole my bottle cap. Give me a second.
What?
Bastards!
Somebody stole a bottle cap?
Yeah, I absentmindedly put the ball cap on top of the cage and he pulled it in.
What animal did this?
Red.
That's a smart rat.
Rats are pretty
That
smart,
is
actually.
shiny.
Yes, these bastards are pretty fucking smart.
So I guess the rat likes shiny.
I got a
Nope.
mouse in my place.
Red likes stuff that smells like food.
Well, the bar cap would do that. So we have me, who has more pets than what he can handle. We have one person with rats that are pinky in the brain, probably.
Yep.
We have another one with Dirt Cat. Anybody else have pet issues?
Nope.
I have a mouse or something in the house.
As a pet or as a person who doesn't pay rent?
It's a pet.
Rodent?
Vermin.
Vermin,
Hint. Don't build any traps with bullets. They can dismantle those. I've learned it with my rats.
A what?
There's some traps in the house from when I had roommates, but they're like plastic things that the mouse gets like surrounded in.
Those ones. I just have some.
You know, you need a good metallic, big rat trap. You know,
For a little ass mouse.
will almost put the freaking mouse into half when it snaps.
Whenever I have any field mice that come into my house, I normally just lay down a couple of those gator trap, gator teeth, gator clip mouse traps. Those work really good.
Well, I thought he was dead for a while, because I didn't hear anything from him for like a week, and then last night there was some scratching.
Yeah, some big, good old rat trap, you know, with a gator teeth. Yeah, it will almost sever the mouse in two when it snaps.
Yeah, I don't need to be cleaning up that kind of mess.
Yep.
Problem is, with
At least it's dead.
after a week, you could have more than one mouse or rat now.
Yeah, it takes about a month to multiply. So, 2 months and you get a shitload of animals. Yeah, but don't forget, they're pretty smart.
Not my
bastards.
problem.
My rats tricked me once by smashing something over when I had them go around my room for walkies. And I'm usually eating when I'm letting them out, so I'm watching a show, letting them run in my room and eat while in front of the PC. They managed to climb up my shelf, knock something down. While I was distracted with the thing that fell off the shelf, they actually climbed on top of my table, stole my French fries, and threw them down for his buddy.
Bogwell? I don't
Yes,
think those are
brain.
rats. I think you might.
No, those are rats.
I think you might be dealing with the creatures from the Secrets of Nim.
Let's just say they have close combat training.
No, that sounds like rats to me. They're actually very smart, especially the ones you can get as pets.
Yeah.
Did you get them from a place called Nim, perhaps? Because they just use distraction tactics on you.
And they're pretty smart about eating my hardware, because they have not yet eaten any electrical cables that run current, but they've killed a 20-meter line cable that I had to put all over my house again, a flat one around the walls and up the stairs. They've killed 2 mice. I'm thinking they're jealous. $50 each. 2 headphones, 1 microphone, so they're slowly working their way.
Gargoyle, you might want to start looking out for your own neck. Looks like you might be moving up the chain.
Yeah. They have already tasted my blood. So,
The god can bleed. We can take him.
yeah. We're keeping an eye on him.
And next time you let him out for walkies, you might want to plan on investing in like a hamster ball or something like that.
They crack that shit like crazy. Forget it.
They know how to crack the plastic to escape.
They got lockpicks. I'm quite sure of it. They've got lockpicks.
You know, I think you need to start sleeping with a big wooden mallet next to you.
I've got an airsoft Winchester next to me when I'm in bed. One of these days, they're gonna carry it off.
Well, I don't think you can hit one of those when you're sleepy. I mean, tired.
Yeah, next time you put them in
the
their cage, you might want to like put a couple of cinder blocks on top of the cage to make sure they can't escape.
Well, it has these sideways doors where you just snap them in. And you know, push them between the bars, the door. They've managed to open those. They know that if they press the pull on the lower bar of the cage, they can actually open the door. So I have to fix it with some...
Encase the damn cage in cement.
I've got a wire construction going on so far, so... The fun thing is...
I think
rats can chew through cement, so...
They can chew through pretty much everything. The fun thing is the cage is called Alcatraz. And no, Alcatraz doesn't hold them back. There was like one time...
You should sue the company for misbranding, false advertisement.
The fun fact is, the bars are only 1 centimeter away from each other. You've got 1 centimeter space between them. And when I looked it up on the internet, people were like, "Yeah, that's a bit too big for a rat." And I was like, "What the fuck?" I mean, my rats are currently like 5 centimeters high.
As soon as you said 1 centimeter away, I was like, that actually is kind of too big for a rat.
Yeah, and I've learned that they found the one single bar that was a bit not stick together, the whole wall. And they found one side that was just moving a teeny bit if you pull on it. The first week I didn't sleep through the night because every night I had to catch him. The problem was...
Your rats are plotting a prison escape, dude.
Yeah.
They're testing security, they're testing the defenses, they're testing the cage.
You know what pissed me
You're
off?
gonna come home one day and you're gonna see like you're gonna come home one day, you're gonna find your bed sheets tied into a rope leaning out your window.
They're gonna A-team their house in the cage and drive out of here. The evil thing is, I found out, they escaped. Must have been somewhere a leak. And the evil thing is, they pushed it back up again. They pushed the bar back up so you couldn't see which one was loose. It took me a full week.
A-team.
Yeah, it took me a full week of searching the cage over and over again, touching every bar, trying to wiggle it, to find the one that was teensy bit loose.
You're being outsmarted by your pets.
One of those days, I'm gonna wake up tied to my bed.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wake up tied to my bed with tiny strings, and the rat sitting on my chest with this look on his face that's told you. Just running off with
the revolution.
Yeah, running off with my wallet.
And your Winchester.
I just leave a Tylenol or something down for my mouse. Will it kill him?
Tylenol?
Assuming he eats it.
You're probably gonna need more medication than that, dude.
You're not gonna poison an animal. They are pretty fucking smart these days. There's a reason rat poison doesn't really work, and they have to change the formula every week. Because
pretty much every year they have to change the formula, and they have to constantly change the rat traps about every 3 or 4 years.
yeah, they get smart about that. And the evil thing
a
is,
fucking rat. A little mouse.
they somehow get it into their genetics to smell out the new chemicals. Because it's like, for example, with my rats, it's if I introduce anything new about food, one is gonna go ahead, take a few bites, not swallow it, go up to his buddies, let them smell it to see if it's poisoned, and they only are gonna consume it if the first rat survives for about at least an hour.
Well,
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
I
smart.
don't have a rat.
okay, I'm killing every rat
Okay.
I see.
Okay, this isn't the A-Team anymore. This is fucking Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah.
I don't have a rat. All I have is a mouse.
Every time you leave the room, they're gonna flip a switch and the whole entire bar is gonna pop up. There's gonna be
Jacuzzi.
rat-sized power tools all over the place.
Yeah, well, mice are also pretty fucking smart, sadly.
That's smart as rats I've seen.
Yeah, rats take the cake, though.
Yeah, well, not really my problem.
No, the only rodent problem I deal with around here is field mice.
As soon as I move out, the mouse isn't my problem anymore. I'm still looking for a new place.
Okay, then it's the next guy's problem.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh.
you can leave a note to the new guy that says, "Have fun with the mice."
Have fun with the mice. They don't pay rent.
There isn't gonna be a fucking new guy. I've been living here alone for like 3 months since my last roommate moved out. The landlord's not even fucking looking for new people.
Yeah, or he's just gonna wait for you to leave and then demolish the whole thing and pull up a new one.
I can't afford that.
So he's probably just waiting for you to... So he's either waiting for you to move out or he's going to evict you at some point.
No, they're not. I'm like their entire income.
All right. So, when we last left off, I believe you guys had gathered at the noodle shop and had been deciding what exactly to do.
Then we went to the bookstore and we found out this girl is insanely smart.
Right, that's right.
Yes.
You were talking in the bookshop. That's what it was.
Yeah,
After I got free food.
filtered through the books and we tested her and she was book smart.
Yeah. She apparently has eidetic memory and is rather bright.
And I'm still trying to talk the ninja to taking a punch from her just to see what happens.
No, dude, no. If she's genetically altered, I might die.
Okay, who has the highest toughness? Who has
I
the
can
highest
promise you
toughness
she
in the
won't
group?
kill you in one punch.
Yeah.
Oh,
I only
Yeah,
have a
that's-
toughness of
that's
5.
really-
I'm not the one taking the hit, so that's going to be somebody else.
I've got a toughness of 7 now.
toughness 6.
Really?
Anybody beat 7?
7! I can 7 now.
Really?
That's it.
I've got the highest with 8?
Yeah, okay, you got to be the one who gets hit.
Yeah, no thanks.
Alrighty.
Go, get punched back. Oh, no, I don't wanna.
No, Ninja's doing it.
Okay, so we really need to find
Fine.
this Vaseline guy.
I'll play dice with you to figure out who does it.
All right. Anyways, so yes, I believe you were planning on going to take her to Ling's place at some point.
Yes,
Yeah.
nice master
No.
Wing researched.
The sooner we do this, the faster, the better it is. Do we take the girl with us, or do we go in?
Yes.
Well, I mean, we take the girl with us, of course, but all 4 of us go in there at one time with the girl, or do we send 2 people in to check the place out and talk to Master Ling, then bring the girl in, just in case something's gone wrong? Because
To be honest, I'm thinking
they
they're
found the woman who
already
was-
tracking us down, so we should move as a group. 2
yeah,
cars.
we go to a group. But what I'm saying is, we go as a group, of course, but when we get to Master Ling's, 2 of us go in and 2 stay in one of the cars with Anna.
Nah. Well, I'll go in. Die at once.
Okay.
And I will go in.
Okay, I'll stay in the back then.
It's my car. I'm staying in there.
So, okay, it is currently fairly late in the evening. Do you want to wait until the morning, or do you want to do it now?
Now.
This girl probably needs some sleep, though, considering
Yeah.
all she's been through.
I'm still
Well,
wounded.
she
and-
did get a sort of a forced nap in there.
Yeah, let's give the kids some sleep.
Yeah, she did.
Some proper not drug-induced sleep would probably do her some good.
She had a forced nap. We didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's about 3 in the morning, so...
I'm gonna need my beauty sleep or I'm gonna be all grumpy.
Yeah, the ninja needs sleep too. Otherwise, the sleepy ninja will fall from the roof.
You guys just want to crash at my place? Because it'd probably be best if we just take it to my place and have us share the room with Jenny.
Her name's Anna.
Sounds good.
Oh, yeah, Jenny, you're okay. That's a good
Yeah, the kid I'm taking care of.
Yeah.
Okay, the little girl takes one room. The rest of us sleep in shifts in the other room, watching the door.
Yes.
Okay.
Make a nice bed out of
I will
books.
sleep on the floor.
And I'd be willing to whoever was sleeping can just use my room.
All right, so nothing happens during the, quote, night. I guess early morning, really, but what time do you want to swing by Lang's place?
As soon as possible.
Probably at so probably about 10.
Yeah,
Okay,
10.
Maybe.
10.
9, 10, something like that.
That sounds fine.
I'll get about 8 hours of sleep at least. Or close to that.
8 hours of sleep, starting at 3, wouldn't have us up until 11.
Shh.
Well, I'm just saying that at
You
least try to
do
give her
math
about...
food.
At least try to give her at least almost a full night's sleep at least. That's what I'm
Yeah, but
just
she's
saying.
a kid. She's not gonna sleep for full 8 hours. I mean, she's gonna be quite excited. Anyways.
Okay. We just do that, we make sure she gets some breakfast, and then we head over to Master Link's.
Yeah,
Okay,
Separate
no problem.
cars.
Steal some of Jenny's
Who's writing the
breakfast
poo?
cereals.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
She's
plan.
not, actually, Jenny's about 16, actually.
Still gonna eat breakfast cereals?
Well,
Yeah,
she's
I'm just-
9, but whatever.
Yeah,
Well,
Jenny,
Anna.
but not Anna.
Oh, Jenny, sorry, I misheard you.
Yeah, Jenny's in her teens.
Sure.
Hopefully I can... at least I don't probably have to explain anything to her.
She's right. Don't mind
Three
this.
strange men staying us with tonight and a young girl in rags.
She's not really wearing rags, I said. She's just wearing slightly torn outfit. I mean, as I said, it's sort of great. It's a sort of gray sort of shirt and gray pants with.
Yeah, 3 strange men stay with us
First
tonight with
thing
a little
to say to Jenna. No, she's not my legitimate.
Legitimate.
I can't.
Fuck it. We know what you mean.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
Jenny just
No
doesn't
deal,
bother
right?
asking
Yeah.
questions.
Who is Jenny?
She's a girl I take care of. She's the child of a dead friend. It's part of my character's backstory and hook. That's all.
Yeah, Jenny basically doesn't bat an eye.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's not the
I
first
know,
time
just-
you've come home with
Just make sure to do.
and fun girl.
This is not the first time you've come home with a group of heavily armed men.
And then half-alive 9-year-old girl.
Well, the strange men with guns ain't something new, but the half-alive 9-year-old probably new. Well, just ignore that deal and have a nice day at school.
Basically, she sort of looks at you and says, "It's 3 in the morning. Just."
Oh, I thought this was like after we woke up, and she found like, oh,
fair enough. Yeah, she basically says, "I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm just going to go to school. Have a good day."
have a nice day.
It's a 16-year-old girl, huh?
She's that look of, I could ask questions, but I just don't care right now.
It's not that big of a deal right now.
I'm sure if it's... So you head over to Master Ling's. The area it's in is somewhat run down. It's sort of the older part of town. There are a lot of small shops here and there of various types. And you see the building, which you were told is where the dojo is. It's a 2-story building. It looks like one of those sort of places that has sort of a first floor sort of business and the sort of a smaller floor upstairs where people who work there live.
Mm-hmm.
You open the door. A bell rings, and you hear an older voice say, "1 moment."
Time's up.
And from sort of off to the right, you see there's sort of one of those sort of sliding doors. You hear a first sort of faint sort of sound of sort of wood hitting wood slightly, very lightly. The door opens and you see a small man, probably about 5'2", maybe, thin old guy with sort of white hair, very thin wispy mustache, wearing sunglasses, with a thin white cane sort of tapping out in front of him as he walks towards you.
Oh, Jesus.
He's blind.
He walks up in front of Johnny, stops, says, "How can I help you, sir?"
Yes.
Is this a young girl with you? Do you wish to enroll your daughter here for study?
She's not my daughter. I came to talk to you about something important. Is there somewhere private we can go and have this conversation?
Okay, first of all, we don't know this is Master Ling. There could be other people here.
Are you the master?
I am in fact Ling Cao. How can I help you?
We have something really important to talk to you about.
Oh, really? Well,
is there someplace we can go?
Come this way. He shouts out, "Jun, make some tea, please." And he says, "Yes, Sifu." And you hear sort of rustling noises as sort of he wanders back up. Someone wanders back towards the back, towards where you're guessing the kitchen is. And he sort of turns around and gestures you guys to follow him through the sliding door, which is open, into a small room with a bunch of there's a small low table and some chairs around that you can sit down on. And he sort of walks up with his cane until the cane hits the chair, puts his hand on the chair and sits down. "Please, be seated, be seated."
Okay. Thank you for your hospitality.
Not at all. So, what is this important thing you must tell me? I assume it has something to do with the child there.
Yes.
He's your daughter.
How? I always said it's not my kid.
No, I said Ling's daughter.
It's his kid and you're a gay couple. Good, go for it.
I ain't going with that. I'm gonna go straight up with this guy. That seems like a good idea right now. Because for some strange reason, I get the feeling that Master Ling could beat the crap out of me.
We've got guns.
What? He's a little Chinese. He's a little old Chinese man who's blind. How dangerous could he be?
Yeah, the most innocent person you can imagine, and you're immediately already reaching for your weapon.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying in one straight up point that if I know my kung fu movies, this guy could probably kill all of us without a second thought and not have any trouble.
Even the guys outside in the car with one punch from inside.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen way too many kung fu movies. Master Ling, I'm sure you've heard of a certain scientific place that involves certain children with certain experiments?
Nope. Don't know a thing about anything like that.
Was there any mention of
you know things about?
He's sitting there, sort of He's sort of sitting there with a sort of calm half smile on his face.
I'm not hearing an answer.
He said no.
He's in the laboratory.
Okay. Did you
what
know
sort
of any
things about?
Okay. What does he know?
out of character. Maybe we should say something about that. This kid. What's the story behind the kid and why we are here? You know, like tell
that's what I'm
that
just
she
trying
was
to
being
say.
kidnapped. Yeah, and she
I'm just trying to
called
be a-
his name.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's probably.
when you go straight to the. Oh, do you know anything about this secret technical medical lab that makes superhumans? Yeah, that's not really that good question, I think.
My next thing I was going to go is like, what about a young woman who's going to bring you a couple of kids for training and the like? From
I know several
I'm trying to
women
be-
like that. Do you have a name, perhaps?
and it is.
Anna at this point does pipe up and says,
I'm just trying not to.
her
I
name was
really
Miss
don't-
Lee, sir, if that means anything to you.
Homo Omega?
No, it was Mui. It was, her last name was, the woman's last name was Mui. M-U-I.
Maybe you are.
Hi.
The old man sort of pauses, cocks his head towards the small child and says, "Ah, I see. Well, that's interesting. You are, of course, welcome to stay here, child, then. What's your name, dear girl?" And she basically says her name's Anna.
No.
You guys have never heard of Homo Omega, so you really can't ask about that.
No.
It's a joke. That's the woman's
It's a
name.
joke.
Oh, yeah. That's the woman's name.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
I'm gonna be frank with you, sir. Okay.
I think I know who the child who sent this child.
Yes, we're going to explain exactly what we know at the moment.
Oh, that would be helpful.
You know the kickboxing tournament that
nothing.
was last night. That happened last night.
Yes, actually.
Yes. As we were leaving after the competition, we came across. Best I could explain it, mercenaries trying to capture two of these children. We saved her, but we couldn't save the other one.
Aha.
All we know so far, what we've always been able to figure out so far is what Anna has been able to tell us, that there was some kind of laboratory, most likely logical experiments. What we understand was that during the escape, something happened, and you said Mui?
Mui, yes. It's her last name.
It seems something happened to Mui, and many of the kids were captured except for two of them. Anna was the only one who so far was being able to stay out of their hands.
Well, I doubt Miss Mui would be able to come all the way with the children. There are there are reasons for that. And I'm guessing whoever she intended to bring the kids here was probably ambushed at some point, which is unfortunate. But of course, Anna is more than welcome to stay here. Do you have any idea? Do you know anything about the people who were trying to capture these two children?
The only thing we know of is some of the men have. Most of them are dead. The only thing we know is the information about two of them. One of them was an assassin. The other one was just a regular goon.
I see. Well,
Beyond that, Anna's the only one with any knowledge or link as to where do we go from here and just help these kids.
indeed. Well, what has Anna? What do you? I mean, Anna, do you know anything about anything going on here? I mean, and Anna basically says again basically what she told you guys, which is she really doesn't remember a whole lot. She gives the few details she had, the memories of there being a laboratory, running through various gray tunnels, meeting with Miss Mui in the tunnels, and then, being here in Hong Kong, there being some sort of big firefight, the kids getting separated, and then her and Alex being caught by the gangsters, those guys that you ran into.
More like
That's all
rats.
she really remembers. Master Ling looks a little bit sort of unsettled by this.
It's 97, so Facebook still wasn't invented yet.
Well, let's see. There's a lot going on that I know some about, but I don't know everything about. That is,
As long as you can give us a name, we can probably just follow the links from there.
I don't really have names that would be of any use to you. If you have the names of the fellows who kidnapped them, that might be some sort of lead. Did you find out anything about where they might have been taking the kids?
The only goon that we could actually get in a hold of, just your basic hired goon. He didn't know anything. Bottom of the rung.
Didn't Eddie tell us that there was some warehouse where they were supposed to meet up?
Yep, you were supposed to meet up at a warehouse down in the dock district.
But there's no one who could have made it to the dock in time.
No, Johnny was a bitch and didn't want to try it.
Well, he was almost shot to death. So
Well,
I was shot to death. I was more worried about the girl.
They probably aren't in the docks anymore. It might be a good place to, look for clues at least. You might find some information there about, where they might have gone.
can I ask you about one question?
Absolutely.
How do you know Mui?
You're asking Master Ling. Miss Mui and I had I met her many years ago when I was traveling. She's I guess you could say a freelance researcher. She does work with mostly electronics and engineering and such. I don't know where she lives these days. I haven't seen her in some time, but she was a very trustworthy individual, at least as far as I was concerned. And she knows some fairly competent people who are also quite trustworthy. Some of whom do live in the area. He has not said anything about that, Vorgirl, what type of electronic. Also, you get the impression that he really doesn't know a whole lot about that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
because I'm not in the room, so I gotta shut up. I'm just
Why are
texting
you not
them.
in the room? We're all in the room.
Okay, then
No, I think he said he was staying outside.
Yeah.
Ah.
Our first idea was to go in without the girl, and the others to stay out with the girl, but we kind of fumbled that up like crazy.
yeah, because somebody said, it was like, okay, we're all just going to go in with the girl.
Okay, so... Redcon, we're all in there with the girl.
Okay, great, beautiful.
Okay, so, you said some of her acquaintances are around this area?
Some are, yes. One of her longtime friends runs a small bar, not too far from here, called the Plum Blossom. He's somewhat a rascable fellow, but he's a good sort. He's another martial artist like me. We used to, back when we were palling around, we used to get into endless arguments about whose kung fu was better. The usual thing.
So whose was better?
Probably his. I do have to make up
name?
for my lack of eyesight. So he does have a slight advantage there. So I guess you can say my kung fu is actually superior, but he has physical advantages that I don't. He's kind of smug when he says that. At about this point, a young man carrying a tray with teacups and such sort of sets it down on the table, bows to Master Ling, bows a little bit less deeply to each of you guys, and then walks back out.
Maybe I won't do that.
Ling says, "Thank you, Jun. That was very, very, very kind of you." Reaches forward, grabs the teapot, pours himself some tea, sets it back down, and starts sipping his tea.
Wait, what?
Riku will... Yeah. Riku will take the tea.
Wait, what? 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 Blind guy just
Flooding?
poured his own tea?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do something absolutely asshole, aka ninja style. I'm gonna take a sip of my cup, act as if it's way too hot, and, spill it accidentally, spill it towards the old man. To see if he actually dodges.
You're basically trying to spill hot tea on the old man.
No, the cup.
You're dropping the cup onto the tray that spills towards him, is what you're saying?
No, I want to drop it, but, kind of towards his direction, see if he actually dodges the cup.
It's going to be hard to actually have to dodge the cup unless you actively throw it at him.
Basically, he's doing spit take.
I mean, if you happen to be one of the people sitting next to him, you could drop it and see if he tries to catch it or something.
Yeah, that's a smart idea.
Next to him.
It'd be like, it's way too hot, ooh, and drop it. And see if it actually values his disguise higher than the cup.
You have no idea. So the cup starts dropping. You drop the cup, and his hand sort of snatches out and grabs it sort of midair. Feels and says,
Sorry about that.
Doesn't feel like it's too hot, sir. And he sort of reaches back towards you.
Knew it.
Impressive.
So,
Okay.
I saved you from taking a swing at an old man, okay?
I thought it probably was.
Okay, this
My
old
hearing
guy
is quite
still
good.
Impressive.
Still impressive.
Yeah, this tea is good.
Impressive.
Well, when you study martial arts for as long as I have, and have been without your eyesight for as long as I have, your other senses do tend to compensate somewhat.
How long have you been practicing, good sir?
Martial arts? My life?
Yes. Ooh. So would
That's
you
a
call
long
yourself an
time.
old master of it then?
That's
I
what
guess.
that's
I wouldn't
why
say I'm a master of anything. Just technically I'm a master because I instruct others in martial arts. But I wouldn't say I've mastered any particular style. I'm just quite good at several of them.
What is your current
There's always something
position?
new to learn.
What is your current position at the dojo? More of a direct teacher or more the supervisor to teachers?
Oh, I teach.
Ah, okay.
Jun is my best student, and he lives here with me.
Okay.
I'm going to whisper very, very softly. See if he picks it up.
Oh, he'd probably hear you.
What are you whispering?
Yeah, most likely.
And those who can teach better.
We're having way too much fun with that old man.
He actually seems amused by all of this.
I will lean towards Vegas and, push him a little bit in the shoulder with my fist,
So punch him.
So, anyways, he says, just
like,
to be
stop
sure
that.
you are fairly understanding of what... You seem a little bit skeptical about my lack of eyesight. So just to make things clear, he takes off his sunglasses. You can see his eyes are completely covered with cataracts. There's no way he could see much of anything.
Oh, no, sir. I apologize. We weren't saying you weren't blind. We were just doing this to make sure Anna would be safe here. I'm sorry. We should have just asked.
Oh, don't be silly. I guess that. I'm just having a little fun with you myself. And he puts his sunglasses back on.
So I'm...
You get the impression he's something of a mischievous old man, actually.
Sure,
My favorite kind of old teachers.
If he survives to be that old, he's gonna be happy about pranks.
Yeah.
So he's basically a bit like of a Master Roshi in Dragon Ball Z.
A bit, yeah.
Let's hope not that perverted.
No, I didn't say like that.
Also, he's blind, so, you know.
Can still go for petty raid.
At any rate, Anna should be quite safe here. Yeah, actually. At any rate, yes, Anna should be quite safe here. I actually do have a room where she can stay, upstairs. And if you do find her, I guess, brother, is that right, my child? And Anna says, yes, actually, Alex is my brother. He says, yeah, I have another room where he can stay as well.
So
yes, if this laboratory Anna's talking about is legit, it is of some concern, and people I know would probably want to know about that. I can't do much about it myself.
I doubt that. I doubt that very much.
But I know people who might at least find it interesting, and even if they can't do much about it, they might know things.
Now, who might those people be?
Oh, he's getting to that, actually.
Oh, okay.
As I mentioned, the one fellow you might want to talk to, as I mentioned, is the man who owns the Plum Blossom.
Yes.
He's, as I said, an old sparring friend, I guess is the best way to, I guess the right word. And sort of compatriot of mine. No, he's not really a rival. As I said, it was sort of more friendly banter than anything else. He's really quite good.
So you have friends who would wish to know of this.
Yes.
Is there a place where we can meet these men?
Well, as I mentioned, the Plum Blossom probably the best place to look for that. Although I would recommend checking out the warehouse as well, just because it's a good lead.
That was
I was just
on my
thinking so
schedule.
that we could check out both these leads and then come back and we can inform your friends of any new information we might have.
Oh, whatever you think is best. But yes, as to Anna's safety here, as I mentioned, I'm quite a skilled martial artist, as is June. And we have a few friends who keep an eye on the place also.
We graciously thank you for...
I don't want to be rude, but... I don't want to be rude, but may I ask the name of the keeper of this Plum Blossom bar?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mention that. His name is Karfai.
Karfai, okay.
Thank you.
Terribly sorry.
Graciously thank you for keeping an eye on Anna.
Oh, not at all. I'm quite happy to.
Is any kind of monetary help I can help with this stuff?
As I was about to say, I'm extremely thankful you did did save her and are looking into the disappearance of her brother and possibly other children. You are, of course, welcome at any time to come back by here and, have a cup of tea or just chat, whatever. Mm-hmm. You seem like nice enough folks.
Out of character, how run down does this dojo school look like?
It looks much more run down from the outside than from the inside. On the inside, the place is spotless and in beautiful shape. And no, your characters do not know about Feng Shui sites.
Okay, so that would be then, this is a book by its cover kind of look then.
So no point in asking you about one that might be here then.
Nope, you wouldn't know about that.
Offer him depending on how it went down this place, I was going to offer him some monetary stuff for his help, to help keep this place up. That's all I was going to do. So, okay, so I guess we split up here. 2 of us go check out this Plum Blossom bar, and the other 2 check out the warehouse.
Why?
Cover more ground.
Why split up?
Cover more ground and get this done quick, and get the information quicker. We probably on a time limit here.
Yeah, I'm quite sure they are already on their way tracking us down.
So we gotta find...
Yeah, they know about me because I took down their buddy. And they're gonna track me down that way, and possibly you guys just from the looks, because
by association.
Nice Mr. Jan escaped. And
Jan is totally dead, even though you didn't find the body.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Vanishing corpse man.
Yeah. He's like
he's
a
probably
traditional
just
anime
not a dude.
monster. As soon as he gets defeated, he disappears into the wind. He just turns to ash.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
His
no,
body
no.
secretes Quicksilver.
Okay, so the one thing that does occur to you guys is that if the warehouse, if the warehouse is anything more than just a meeting place, they probably have some armed guards at least on site.
Yeah.
So splitting up might not be the best plan for that.
Yeah, if we go into the warehouse...
Unless you're going stealthily in, intrusion style.
Sure, and if you don't get caught, that's great.
Yeah, if you don't get caught.
Only two of us
Now,
are good at
I will
intrusion.
freely admit, the ninja is really good at sneaking into places, so the odds are not bad that he will. The odds are pretty good he won't get caught.
Yeah, but to be honest,
Okay,
if you go in there, we should be in earshot.
That would be my recommendation.
So
Yeah, 'cause
we hit
don't like
Plum
them,
Boss. So we hit.
I got
we
my
hit the Plum
Kevlar,
Boss.
I got shot, I want to shoot someone back. I still haven't got the bad guys.
Yes.
So
First
warehouse
the
first.
warehouse and then the bar.
Do I regenerate any HP because of the tasty tea?
Well, remember, you heal all wounds between sessions unless I end on a cliffhanger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then
So you guys are all back at full health,
I can still eat. Wonderful.
and your fortune dice have reset
Haha.
if you have them.
If you have
And once again, the gambler is immortal.
yes.
Shenanigans.
All right, so you guys are gonna head. So are you guys heading over to the warehouse, or
So if we're
I
not
think so.
splitting up, we head to warehouse first or bar first?
that's actually a good
Warehouse
question. It is
first.
early afternoon right now. It's sort of noon, it's just a little past lunchtime. So the warehouse, there probably will be a fair number of people in the area of the warehouse. So that could be a plus or a minus. I don't know.
Yeah. Question is, do we wanna
But
go? Do we
the
wanna go?
bar, I don't think the bar is open at morning. I don't know.
It's afternoon right now, so A, we wait some time and go for the bar and then the warehouse during the night, or
Yeah, you really think this type of warehouse would be less busy at night?
It probably won't be less busy, but there'll probably be fewer witnesses.
yes, and it's gonna be
Yeah, but
easier
there might
for
be
Mr.
also
Sneaky
fewer
McSneaky.
leads in there because they have had time to clean up the place, so to speak.
And don't forget
They've
that
had
our
about-
ninja is
They've had
totally
about 12
dressed in-
hours to clean up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they would have even more.
Okay, so let's check out the warehouse right now.
Okay.
How are we gonna approach this? Mr. Sneaky McSneak tries to drop in.
Just look.
I think we should have two people sneak in, and then you two bust to the front door.
Don't
Okay,
forget,
here's
I've got
the
a police badge.
Here's the plan. 1, we go to the bar. 2, we go to the warehouse. Apparently we're going to the bar.
That's
Can't
fine.
make up our minds, we flip the coin.
Mr. Gamble.
Whatever.
I want a luck roll on that one.
In character, I'm going to turn to the game and go like, how much gambling paraphernalia do you have on you?
Open my jacket. Have loaded dice and packs of cards and...
So you're a walking
We
casino.
loaded dice.
This is in character, so you're a walking casino?
If you're shaking him, chips will fall out.
I mean, fair, a true gambler doesn't need loaded dice, but they're nice to have around.
Yes. So let me guess, if we raise his arm up and then we just pull it, are we going to see like 3 like little wheels start spinning and see if we can get 3 cherries?
So you guys want to go by the bar first, or do you want to go to the warehouse?
The bar's
I
gonna
think
be